Mauricio Pochettino just announcing that he's going to part ways.
I have no idea.
Not set for a return there, then, no?
I have no idea. Tottenham, I have an idea.
Go on.
No, this is Tottenham, always fighting to be fourth.
Jose is right, you know. Tottenham are chasing top 4, top 5. But are they chasing trophies? I think not. Whereas Chelsea, no matter what happens, we're still competing for that silverware. It's true, this season didn't work out. But at least we reached a League Cup final, should have won that game by the way, and we were in the FA Cup semi-final. Also, I think we could have won against Manchester City. But okay, at least we're trying to win titles, where at Tottenham try to participate. That's the big difference. Also, I want to touch on something else with regards to Jose's comments on Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti is not a social media coach, he's a proper coach. He's there on meritocracy. Go to his office and look at his medals. Ask Real Madrid fans if they are worried about being dominated against City or in the first half against Dortmund. Ask them. They put trophies above philosophy. Why am I talking about this? Well, because everything I've heard in the last 12 months or so when Pochettino was coach of Chelsea is that, oh, what are the tactics? What is he doing? What's this formation? What's the system? What's this and that? Have you seen Real Madrid play? Have you seen Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid play? They get dominated more times than I can count, and yet somehow they keep on winning. How is that? How is that possible? Well, because they only have one goal, and that's winning the game. When you want it more than the opposition, even if you suffer for a first half or even 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, if you want it more and the opposition doesn't do enough to kill you off, they will come and they will eat you whole. That's exactly what has happened yet again with regards to the Champions League final. Now it's true, it's always nice, right, to have a fluent playing team, right, with a nice system, tiki-taka, goal-playing goalkeeper, a la Pep, etc., etc. That's all nice and great. But at the end of the day, what do we fans want? We want to win games, we want to win leagues, we want to win the Champions League, we want to win plenty of trophies. That's it. The philosophy has to be win at all costs. With Jose, it was, yes, sometimes parking the bus. But who cares when you're champion, right? At the end of the day, who cares? Maybe Piers Morgan cares, but that's about it. Anyways, rant over. Let's go to the news that's going to happen, well, that has happened and might happen in the coming days and weeks. First of all, on Monday, depending on when you're watching this video, Monday, Enzo Maresca is going to be announced as coach of Chelsea, 5-year contract, so quite a long one, and apparently some people are saying that he will have a say with regards to the transfers. Remains to be seen what happens with that. Second of all, the other Enzo. Argentina are still trying to convince Chelsea to allow Enzo to play at the Olympics. Enzo himself wants to go, however Chelsea want him to play pre-season and not miss anything. There will be one last talk. Apparently Enzo Maresca also wants Enzo to stay at Chelsea so he can join him on day one. Again, we pay his wages. I think we get to decide what happens with Enzo, whether or not we want him to be at pre-season or not. But yeah, remains to be seen. I can see why he wants to play at the Olympics, right? Representing his country at the Olympics. Plus, since his small injury, he gets to have a little bit more game time. But then again, that's what preseason is for, right? So, okay, I can understand his side, but I can definitely understand our side as well. Up next, Ian Maatsen. Of course, I don't expect him to stay at Chelsea next season. He's going to be sold. Remains to be seen who's going to buy him. Probably Dortmund. But apparently they do not have first option on Ian Maatsen this summer, with Chelsea £35 million release clause open to any club interested in the 22-year-old left back, and apparently Dortmund don't have the money to buy him and Sancho. My opinion, not our problem. You don't want to pay the full price? I'm sure plenty of other clubs would be more than happy to take Maatsen. Then moving on to Ronald Araujo, in my opinion a great centre-back now that we've signed, well, we're still waiting for the official announcement, but we got Tosin Adarbayo. I don't think we're going to go for him, but some comments with regards to that player. His future, I'm very well, I'm calm, I have a contract until 2026. my representatives will meet with the club, but right now I'm focused on the national team. Of course, with Hansi Flick taking over at Barca, I think they'll figure it out. Then moving on to Michael Olise. So we've got a couple of things here. One, Chelsea really appreciate Michael Olise. We will return to the Olise case in the next days, according to Fabrizio Romano. According to ESPN, Manchester United are considered frontrunners to sign Michael Olise should the winger leave Crystal Palace this summer. I've also seen some rumors say that he's expected to stay at Crystal Palace. I've seen also, we've talked about the fact that we've got his brother at Chelsea. He was once a youth product at Chelsea. Joe Shields worked with him as well already, so maybe we've got the upper hand. We're also in London, so he doesn't really have to move that far. Remains to be seen what happens. And of course, remember last summer, Chelsea have activated the £35 million release clause into Michael Olise's contract, deal advancing to final stages. Olise already said yes to Chelsea, time to fix the details. What happened next? Well, he extended his contract, signed a new contract at Crystal Palace. So, yeah. But, the crucial part here is he already said once yes to Chelsea. So it shouldn't really be that difficult to convince him to come to us. Then, on the other side of the pitch, left side of the pitch, attacking left midfielder is, of course, Leeds attacking Dutch player Summerville. Chelsea and Liverpool are still keeping close eye to Summerville's situation at Leeds United. Both clubs have been monitoring him this season and showing interest in recent weeks. Nothing advanced yet, but talks for Dutch winger are expected to begin soon, especially now that Leeds have not been promoted. And I think 30 million euros or 30 million pounds, can't remember, is a bargain. He scored 20 goals, 9 assists in the championship last season. Here's a comment by his coach. His performances and end product, but also his willingness to work for the team have been outstanding. To deliver in this league, you have to be on it more or less each and every day on the training pitch, and that is what he's doing. It is no coincidence that he has provided so many decisive goals and assists. We don't have to speak about his potential because for Cree, his name, this guy is the limit. But to show consistency, that is quite crucial. I think for Maresca'S system, having such a winger that is great 1v1, has the technical ability, speed and willingness to work for the team, score goals and assist, perfect fit. Then a quick update here on Calafiori. I would love us to sign him. I would really love to sign him. I think 22 million euros is really not that expensive, but I fully expect him to join Thiago Motta at Juventus next season. Now, Dean Jones here says, in defense, Chelsea need quality at centre back and a new option at left back. Calafiori is emerging as a target and fits the profile Chelsea are looking for, as he has the capability to cover both positions. A bit like Gvardiol, we've talked about that. I would love him to join the team. Then we have another comment here by Dean Jones. So Maresca has a 5-man striker shortlist for Chelsea. Osimhen, Sesko, Ivan Toney, Gyökeres, or whatever how you pronounce this name, and then Dovbyk. No clue who that. Maybe Artem, the guy. I can't remember. Anyways, that's the shortlist. Like I said yesterday, I think Osimhen is just too expensive for what he's giving, especially if those options are realistic. Sesko is less than half the asking price that Napoli are asking for Osimhen. So, and plus his wages are way higher as well. So it remains to be seen. Apparently Ivan Toney wants to join Chelsea over Tottenham in a £50 million deal after emerging at the top of Chelsea's list of options to strengthen the attacking options at Stamford Bridge, according to Football Insider. Whether or not that is true, I don't know. But if I were a betting man, I wouldn't bet against us getting one of those guys on that shortlist. No pun intended. So overall, that's about it. Of course, fully expect us to be linked with plenty of other players in the coming weeks and until the last day of the summer transfer window, because that sells, right? At the end of the day, all those so-called journalists and whatnot, they all write articles. I'm making videos for you to click on and share my thoughts and have conversations in the comment section. So sometimes journalists make stuff up. Some people say, oh, my sources are saying, who's your sources? Your dog? Your goldfish? Who? Anyways, that's about it. Do share your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.